The Burlington Northern Santa Fe rail yard is declared safe after 23 train cars derailed this morning, causing a hazmat scare. Good afternoon, I'm John Vanderford. We were there live all morning long as we confirmed details about the incident involving an overturned tank car filled with liquid chlorine. 1011's Christy Bett joins us now with the latest.
John, Lincoln Fire and Rescue Battalion Chief Bruce Sellon says with no injuries and no chlorine leak, this morning's outcome was a good one compared to the damage that could have been done. Sellon says the train cars went off track just after 2 a.m. and LFR, Hazmat, the Lincoln Police Department, the Lancaster County Sheriff's Office, and the Health Department all responded, shutting down area roads and making plans for a potential evacuation. But now Sellon says most of their actions were just precautionary. 23 derailed train cars, no injuries, and the potential for a major hazmat situation avoided. Headlines of the early Tuesday morning incident in the Burlington Northern Rail Yard.
It did involve 23 total cars, but the speed of the derailment was very low speed. So essentially a lot of the cars just rolled over.
Lincoln Fire and Rescue Battalion Chief Bruce Sellon says hazmat teams responded to the derailment, taking the utmost precautions. This because of a dangerous amount of liquid chlorine in one of the 15 overturned cars.
It was fully loaded with 94 tons of chlorine. So we took some precautions. We brought the hazmat team in, met with health department officials, railroad officials, and we had a joint operation that went down to do some monitoring that area. They determined that there was no leaking in that particular rail car.
Authorities shut down area roads including Highway 77, and as winds kicked up, they discussed a possible evacuation of a 5-mile area because of the dangers of chlorine.
It doesn't take a lot of chlorine to burn the lungs as well. It'll burn inside the body as well as outside the body, and it can cause fatalities at low levels. So very dangerous, and they had developed plans, contingencies if necessary, to evacuate if they needed to.
LFR officials agree Burlington Northern handled the situation well, and with no leak, it turned out much better than it could have.
Burlington Northern quickly evacuated their people that work in the yard at night, so there really was no danger of anybody throughout this incident. Very fortunate. The nature of the accident that occurred was very minor.
Now, I spoke with the Burlington Northern Railroad spokesman on the phone, and he says they don't know the cause of the incident yet, but are investigating a possible protection device left on the railroad by mistake. They say since the incident happened in the rail yard, no main lines or shipments are affected. To hear more about the train derailment, just log on to 1011now.com.
All right, 1011's Christy Bett. Thanks, Christy.